Dude, that was the weirdest thing I've ever had happen. I went to sing and no air came out. I'm gonna fucking try that again. That was spooky as hell. There's a house on my block that's abandoned and cold. Folks moved out of it a long time ago, and they took all the things and they never came back. It's like it's haunted with the windows all cracked, and everyone calls it the house where nobody lives. Well, once it had laughter, once it had dreams, and they throw them away. Then they know what it means. Somebody's heartbreak, or did someone do somebody wrong? Well, the paint is cracked, peeled right off the wood. A stack of old newspapers on the porch where I stood. The weeds had grown just as high as the door. Birds in the chimney and an old stack of drawers. Seems like no one will ever come back to the house where nobody lives. Well, once it held laughter, once it held dreams, and they throw them away, then they know what it means. Somebody's heartbreak, or did someone do somebody wrong? So if you find someone to love and to hold, don't you trade him for silver, don't you trade him for gold. 'Cause of all life's treasures, well, they're found in the good. But they remind me that houses are just made of wood. What makes a house grand, it ain't the roof or the door. If there's love in a house, then it's a palace for sure. And a house without love, house where nobody lives. And a house without love is just a house where nobody lives. Won't you tell me something? Does it make you happy talking about me? 'Cause from my observation, seems you got some holes in your memory. Well, I spent time talking with the brandy, that time's coming in handy. See now, you never could stand me, you can't stand me. I'm sure you've heard the news, everybody Everybody's talking about the shit you do. You just spend time running lines in your mind. Drama like Showtime. I read all your reviews saying that I wasn't good enough for you. Every night spent trying to write the perfect lie. Drama like Showtime. Won't you tell me something? Were those days of our lives a reality? Because tall tales travel real fast in small town, and you're leaving out my side of the story. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard the news. Everybody's talking about the shit you do. Did you spend time running lines in your mind? Well, drama like Showtime. I read all your reviews saying that I wasn't good enough for you. Every night spent trying to write the perfect lie. Drama like Showtime. Well, I spend time talking with the brandy. That time is coming in handy. See now, you never could stand me. Drama like Showtime. Spend time talking with the brandy. That time is coming in handy. See now, you never could stand me. Drama like Showtime. I read all your reviews saying that I wasn't good enough for you. Every night spent trying to write the perfect lie. Drama like Showtime. Drama like Showtime.
All right, Clayton, ringing in the new year, 2022 around the corner. What'd you do with 2021?
It was busy. I spent a majority of my musical time with the Brandon Jones Band, and we had some pretty big highlights, especially for me in my career. We opened for Co Wetzel, we opened for Jody Messina, Colby Cooper, Chris Cagle. There's just like a bunch of country names that we got to spend time playing with this year, and that was definitely a highlight. For me personally, I kind of spent a good amount of time refining sound, and as of the last month, realizing that music for a little bit has become more about a numbers game than I'd like to admit. So I've kind of spent the last month really finding myself again as a musician and trying to stop defining things, preset, like I got to fit into a mold. It's just kind of like writing music and actually putting it out, because no one really cares what genre you are if you aren't putting anything out. So it's kind of been a big discovery year for me.
That all being said, what does 2022 look like for you? Do you have any goals that's on your mind right now?
I kind of got it figured that the first part of the year is going to be just I hate soul searching. Like, I hate that term because it implies that I lost something, but just kind of like defining what I want to do with my life and kind of setting some boundaries for myself in terms of like social media usage and whatnot. I'm spending the first month, January, and through about mid-February, just hiking, really. I'm not going to book too many of my own shows. Just got a few Brandon Jones gigs, to keep the bills paid, but I'm hiking all of the tallest peaks in the Black Hills, all 7,000 footers the first week. I'm going to try and do the Flume Trail in a day, which is 23 miles, and then in mid-February, I'm doing the Centennial, doing a winter through hike. So actually, a lot of it is not planned after that. I just kind of want to get to those points, and we'll figure it out from there. I got a few song releases that will be making their way to the platforms, but we'll get to those when we cross that bridge.
You are experimenting by going a TikTok promotion route over like a traditional route. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, TikTok seems to be blowing up in a lot of good ways, where you can find really specific niche stuff. Like you can find that crowd that really likes your specific brand if you know how to get to them. So I'm going to try and do that. And I mean, I just have a lot of fun doing it. It's like the one social media that I think I have really a lot of fun doing posts on. I had a few that were really popular about, jam sessions, like at a local jam session, because we've all been to the dive bar with a jam session, the cast of characters that enjoys those venues. So stuff like that, just trying to have fun with it and not necessarily do too much heavy promotion and kind of mix it in with there. And, definitely I've been modeling it off of a lot of people I know. I like Brandon Jones' TikTok. It's kind of like a in his life, like you get to sneak peek into his life sort of thing.
This summer, while driving through the hills working on some video stuff, you showcased to me essentially a demo of your album. Is that still coming to existence at some point?
I do have a lot of songs, and they are just kind of sitting in limbo right now in terms of various stages of being mixed and mastered and recorded. And I do a lot of those with they're in progress with Tom Freer. I've one with my friend Patrick Cunningham, who's a producer and arranger for movie soundtrack and TV out in LA. And him and I did a track that's coming out on New Year's Eve, strictly on Bandcamp for now. I'm going to do like a full actual real release when I have time to really set down and plan it, because this song deserves the red carpet coming out. It's really, really well produced. Him and I just whipped it out in 2 days, and it's a really defining song for where I want to go with my sound. And so not really much of an album coming out, just going to kind of put songs out as I feel.
Just to backtrack about your being outdoorsy and stuff, I've noticed in the past, whenever you sell anything, a portion of it goes to the Park Foundation.
Yeah.
Can you just talk a little bit about that? How much and what your reason for doing that is?
Yeah, I've done various fundraisers throughout the year with merch and with songs and T-shirts, where I donate, some of them, the fundraisers like T-shirt stuff, I do 50% goes to the National Park Foundation, and 10% of like tip money and cash money I make at gigs goes to the National Park Foundation. As I always say at the shows, I like seeing birds and trees and mountains and not like Pepsi cans and diapers when I'm hiking. And I also like seeing Forest Service people get paid correctly. So that money kind of goes towards a whole various philanthropic endeavors that go towards the National Park Foundation. And I got a deposit here pretty shortly from a bunch of T-shirts I sold, and it helped me get rid of all my merch. So it's like a double-edged sword where it helps me clear stock and then also contributes to something that I really enjoy, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my life.
Okay, and then this is not related to that at all. You've recently started doing lessons and stuff. Can you just kind of go over that whole deal?
Yeah, I'm building up a studio right now. I went to school to learn guitar and bass and piano, and I also picked up a little drums along the way. And I'm trying to teach in a way that I think I would have liked to have been taught when I was growing up as a kid. I remember all I wanted to do was jam, and my instructor wanted to teach me just theory. And so it was so hard to really be on the same page about anything, and that didn't last too long. But the way I teach lessons is it's a 3-part system that focuses on, teaching technique, theory, and then just playing. And because I don't like spending too much time, especially with kids, when they're first starting off, they want to play. They want to play with their friends. They want to jam. They want to play rock and roll, or just really they want to play anything they hear. And so it's enough theory that they can get through band in school, and then it's followed by technique so that they can actually correctly learn how to play an instrument from the beginning, to avoid really injury is the big thing. It's not so much about poor technique in terms of playing, but injury comes out when you start playing for a long time, especially with poor technique. And then the third part's just jamming. So, we might start with technique at the beginning of the lesson, a little bit of theory dashed in there, enough that's, functional for a kid or a first-time adult learner or someone that's just a hobbyist. And then you follow that up with just some jamming, tunes, try and get something that we can put out on the, in a video or on the street or doing a recital. Well, I want to live, my God, I want to live. Been taking so long, time to give what I can give. I'm looking for joy like gold on a sieve. Man, I want to live, my God, I want to live. me in the bars for about 5 years. Sometimes the people dance, others it's like I'm not here. Sometimes the night lights a fire in my soul, and sometimes it leaves a dark, depressing hole. The highs are like peaks and the lows like a grave. The pressure is on when the bills need to be paid. Didn't have a woman that loves when I sing. Would've thrown this guitar down and started cutting trees. Well, I wanna live, my God, I wanna live. Taking so long, time to give what I can give. Looking for joy like gold on a sieve. Man, I wanna live, my God, I wanna live. My buddy stopped by and we drank a ham to 3. He just got back from hiking 5 months on the AT. He showed me the photos and the friends he didn't meet, and I realized I've never seen a man so free. I looked at myself and the debts that I owe for some stupid guitar that I already sold, or a college degree that says I can play. Wanna find myself a hole and throw it all away. Oh, I wanna live, my God, I wanna live. Taking so long, time to give what I can give. Looking for joy like gold on a sieve. Man, I wanna live, my God, I wanna live. Well, it's not about a flag or where you can go. Your freedom can't be bought, but it can surely be sold. It's about getting in that car and going till you're gone, and no one can ever tell you you're wrong. I wanna live, my God, I wanna live. Been taking so long, time to give what I can give. Looking for joy like gold on a sieve. Man, I wanna live, my God, I wanna live. We can't fret the tear. Hello, man, when you're here, I don't care what you have. Been to hell, this hell. Don't be here, this hell.